Just a few days before one of the biggest #1 contender fights in the UFC, Caio Borralho will face Nassourdine Imavov. The hype is already growing. Everyone wants to know who will get a chance to fight the new champ, Khamzat Chimaev. Here's the twist, both Caio and Imavov trained with Chimaev before. And many sources say Khamzat easily dominated both of them in training. Because of that, some fans think their title fight with him wouldn't be as exciting as seeing him against someone new like Reinier de Ridder or Fluffy Hernandez. But training and real fights are very different, so you can't count them out yet. For this matchup, most people favor Imavov. The common opinion is that Caio hasn't faced top-level fighters yet, he just built up a win streak quietly. Imavov, on the other hand, is viewed as the more complete and dangerous fighter. Still, Imavov's last opponent, Israel Adesanya, the man he knocked out, is actually supporting Caio to win. He explained his reasons in his latest video.
Slight bad blood in this one. Stand-up wise, I'll give the edge to Caio from what I've seen, even though Imavov did finish me.
Why would you give the edge to Caio?
I like the way he strikes. I like the way he positions himself as a southpaw. He's always got his foot in the right place. He attacks well with the rear side attacks, the left hand, the left leg. So you just have to keep the same energy. Body kicks, good feints from Caio as well. He does have good feints, still good striking, and he can grapple well. Whoever has the edge on the grappling, I don't know. This is going to be a stand-up fight. I'm trying to think. Imavov, he has great timing, like when to attack. If he can catch Caio while Caio is either being lackadaisical later in the fight, or if he can catch Caio like he caught me while he's shifting, or while he's coming in. Because Imavov has this one where he ducks his head down and then just like shoots the right hand. I'll pick Caio for this fight, but I think it'd be, and also it's a well-matched fight, like I said. But I think it'd be edged out by Caio.
Lerone Murphy just gave fans the update they wanted about his fight with Alexander Volkanovski. After his crazy spinning elbow knockout against Aaron Pico, Murphy quickly became the favorite for the next title shot. The hype is real, he's still undefeated, has sharp striking skills, and is coming off one of the year's best knockouts. In a recent talk with Michael Bisping and Paul Felder, Murphy said the Volkanovski fight is likely happening in December in Las Vegas. Yes, the end of the year in Vegas. Murphy also said he's been watching Volkanovski's fight footage and believes he's found weaknesses to exploit. He made it clear he's not just fighting for money, he truly believes he can take Volkanovski's belt. Volkanovski himself has shown interest, proving once again he's a champion who always takes on the toughest challenges.
Biggest tests.
I'm a technician. I watch a lot of tape on guys, so I understand the flaws, and I'm already seeing holes in Volkanovski that I'm going to exploit.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to bother asking because you're not going to say them out loud, but it shows where your head's at, LeBron, and rightly so. So you're already doing the tape study. And I would assume, I mean, obviously we haven't got any inside info. We're not matchmakers or anything, but I would assume that you get the title fight.
Obviously, like you said, we always would love to get a finish, but you just got some of the fights you've got to fight smart in it, and I feel like I fight every fight differently. I got a performance of the night, Bournemouth against Edson Barboza, because I pressured, and I fight everybody differently. Like I said, I watch a lot of tape on guys, and I figure out how to beat them. So, a defensive performance against Josh Emmett, like one defensive performance, you can't really knock me for that.
Islam's longtime teammate and podcast host, Josh Thomson, recently let something slip that caught attention. On a new episode, Josh shared private messages from Khabib Nurmagomedov, where Khabib showed concern about Islam Makhachev moving up to welterweight to fight Jack Della Maddalena. Most MMA fans think this is a fight Islam can win, but Team Khabib isn't so sure it will be easy. It makes sense. Khabib himself, even though he dominated at lightweight and once talked about moving up to 170 with his father, never actually did it. His retirement came after his father's passing. It's also known that when Kamaru Usman was champion at welterweight, Team Khabib wasn't eager to go after him. But now the division looks different. The belt is no longer held by a strong wrestler but by a skilled striker, and that changes the picture. After years of wrestlers at the top, Islam's team is choosing this moment to move up. So, even though Islam has the tools to win, Team Khabib is approaching this fight with more caution than fans might think.
Oh, at 34 years old though, like he understands that the time is coming, you know, and I think that he's somebody that also doesn't want to take a bad loss and be like, all right, look, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like he wants to just be able to kind of go out on his terms. I think if he loses, and plus he's only got one loss, you know, but bottom line is he has the one loss, and I think if he can get past JDM, I was texting with Khabib yesterday and he goes, this is going to be his toughest fight he's ever had for sure. And I said, yeah. He goes, you know, JDM is explosive. He's good. Like he's good on the feet. His takedown defense is not great, but his ability to get back up is phenomenal.
And he's big.
Yeah, and he's physically a big body. And Khabib was kind of just reiterating the fact that, like, look, I see him train with guys that are better than JDM, or feels that he's better than JDM, especially in the wrestling department. And Islam does just fine when he's not depleted. And I agree with that. You know, I've seen, you know, Islam go with guys that are 205 and just manhandle them.
Chael Sonnen brought up something most fans haven't discussed, a possible super fight between Islam Makhachev and Shavkat Rakhmonov. If Islam beats Jack Della, this matchup could be huge. The stakes would be massive, with two of the most dominant and well-rounded fighters in the UFC. Islam's grappling and relentless pace against Shavkat's precision, calmness, and pressure-heavy style. Islam is already a national hero in Dagestan and across the Caucasus. Shavkat has the full support of Kazakhstan. On top of that, both fighters are loved across Russia and Central Asia. The fight could become the biggest all-Eurasian showdown in UFC history. And the storyline makes it even bigger. If Islam moves up, beats JDM, and then faces an undefeated monster like Shavkat, it would be legacy level. This wouldn't just be a dream fight. It would be the perfect storm of skills, story, and huge fan bases all in one main event.
Headliner.
Islam versus Rakhmonov is one of the more interesting fights you could make. Are you ready for that? I really mean that. In the entire UFC, it's not number one, but it's one of them. Islam versus Rakhmonov. That is one of the most compelling fights. Not just for outcome, not just because of records, not just because of what would be on the line. Actual stylistic. The crowd would wonder, who can hit who more? Who can kick the other one more? Who can shoot more on the other one? Who can hold up and have his energy? Like, there is no part of that we would have the answers to. We would question and wonder every single position of that fight. It would just be very fun. But if you do Shavkat versus Blal, now all of a sudden you find yourself in a 50% chance that you can't bring Rakhmonov out of that. And if you do bring Blal out of that, and we've already understood Blal and Islam is not going to happen, I think that you find yourself in a real spot.